It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I'm having a situation in my brain, okay? It's not detrimental, I promise. Anyways, so if you don't know, I work part-time on the weekends with motorcycles, which, you know, I love motorcycles. They're fun. But I have been having a situation where I low-key kind of want to swap out my Harley for a what is it? What do they call it? Bullet bikes. I call it something different. Can't say it on the radio. But yeah, I've gotten to ride them on the weekends, and I'm not gonna lie, those things are so fun. Like, I totally get the hype, but there are a lot of people out there that ride those bikes that are super dangerous drivers that probably should take the riding course again. But at the same time, they're so fun. Like, they're so fast. They're so fast. Like, they are straight up for the adrenaline junkies. But at the same time, they're so much more dangerous on the roads than just my simple little cruiser Harley that I got. And I mean, I love my Harley. It is fantastic. It's done so well for me. I'm planning to, you know, eventually get a lowrider. But I think a bullet bike would be so much fun to have. You know, just, you know, have the best of both worlds, you know, go on nice little cruises with my Harley every now and then with the buddies, but, you know, then grab the bullet bike when I want to, you know, feel something. I don't know. It's probably going to be a really bad idea. Hopefully my mom isn't listening to this because she hates bullet bikes. It was enough to try and get her to understand that I like motorcycles in the first place, but a bullet bike, she might just lose her mind. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I've got your 2 o'clock tea for you today. So Sydney Sweeney and her housemate co-star Brandon Sklar, they seem pretty close together at Stagecoach. And isn't he the one that they were saying was like the Walmart brand of Glenn Powell, which I do not agree with whatsoever. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, but Brandon seems way better than Glenn. I mean, have you not seen this guy in 1923? Like, whew. Anyways, I fully approve of this, but, you know, Sydney, she didn't want Glenn, or Glenn didn't want her. I don't know what that whole thing was, but, you know, go for the off-brand. Or, in my opinion, I think he is the better option. Maybe Glenn's the Walmart brand. I do love Glenn Powell, though. His movies are always awesome. Anyways, moving on. Sorry, got a little distracted there. Let's see. A royal insider says Prince William plans to strip Harry and Meghan Markle of their royal titles when he becomes king because, you know, Meghan, I guess, violated an agreement about using her title to promote her personal brand. So he's just like, you're leaving, you're out, goodbye. Let's see. The Rock transforms into UFC fighter Mark Kerr for the first trailer of The Smashing Machine. Not gonna lie, it kind of looks weird. He kind of looks weird. I don't like it. I don't like that at all. Let's see. Ed Sheeran created a new Instagram account to post photos from his old phone, including one where Taylor Swift shaded Kanye in a note. And so this is all just to promote his upcoming single, Old Phone. It comes out on Thursday. All right. And there was a fight that broke out in the VIP lounge at Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour on Monday. I've heard it's not going the greatest for her. So that's your 2 o'clock tea here on Z103. I was looking at this list of outdated slang terms that people won't stop using, and I'm glad that we're not going to stop using them because I use literally 3/4 of this list. But it makes me realize that these are all words that have just, you know, they've been created over the years, and I have just adopted like every single one. I still use gnarly. I use sweet. I use sick. I use tight. Not that often, but sometimes. Dude is a number one. Okie dokie all the time in a text message. Bum.com. Absolutely. This one, fetch, that's only a Mean Girls thing. Nobody actually says that. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Found this story at eastidahonews.com. I'm not going to lie. This seems kind of cool. So the city of Idaho Falls has launched a new resident discount card, and they're offering exclusive savings at local parks and recreation facilities. And eligible residents can enjoy reduced rates at places like the Idaho Falls Zoo, the Aquatic Center, the ice rink, the toughest park, indoor pickleball courts, and other places. And so if you want to get your card, make sure you visit the recreation center and make sure you have a valid photo ID or something that shows that you are in Idaho Falls, that you have an Idaho Falls address. And remember, I guess this is only for residents within official city limits, which is a bummer for me because I literally am in Idaho Falls all the time, but I live in Shelley. So I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of bummed about this because I would love to utilize the ice rink. But you know what? It is what it is. This is actually a really cool thing, and I like that they're doing this. So if you want more details about this on how you can get your own card, head over to eastidahonews.com. They have the full story there. Man, I really hope that this is not actually a thing, or else I'm going to be avoiding all drive-through windows for the rest of my life. Pay it backward, I guess, is going viral on TikTok. There's a lady that was telling her story about how somebody tried to pay it backwards to her at a Dunkin'. So basically, she pulled up, and the employee said that the guy ahead of her said that she would be paying for his order. And I'm just like, please no. Please no. Do not make this a thing. This is not cool whatsoever, because if I'm going through a Starbucks drive-through or, Taco Bell, it is because I am pinching pennies and I'm going through the drive-through for my last bit of sanity because, just it sounds good at the very second because I can't pay for both of us. I'm sorry. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I want to talk about Katy Perry for just 1 second, okay? So the girl is currently on her tour right now, and I've been just catching little glimpses and videos of people that are at these concerts, and I just would like to know what happened. What happened to this girl? Katy Perry was an absolute icon. Did we swap her out in space? Like, did we get an extraterrestrial come back from space? Like, who is this girl? This is not the Katy Perry that I grew up listening to. Okay? She literally has, on stage, I was looking, there is a toilet with a little giant doogie. There's a human literally dressed as a doogie in the toilet. She's singing to it. And then there's a bathtub, and she's like this little tiny. What is going on? And don't even get me started on her stage performance. Like, I'm not a stage performer like these guys are. It's a lot of work and everything, but what is going on? Katy Perry has always had the reputation of being just a little bit quirky on her sets, and I've loved her for that. But, I kind of lost it with the giant toilet and the giant doogie. So, if this is the case, I'm going to go back on what Wendy said when she came back from space. Take her back. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Today's I Want to Know has turned into Katie needs help. Like, seriously. I need tips and tricks for getting a dog to take a larger sized pill because I have had it up to here with Nix. So beforehand, we were doing fine. We had a pill that she was taking for her growing pains that she was having, which she is completely fine now. Like the completely 360, 180, whatever you want to call it. New dogs. Same dog, actually. She's just back to being the crazy little pinball machine I missed. But now she has to take these K12 pills because we thought that she ate mouse bricks. And so this is just kind of counteracting whatever she did ingest, if she did ingest, because I have no idea. But the pills that they gave me, the K12 vitamins, are giant. And there's no way in sneaking these into food. Like the other ones, super easy. Like I would trick her with chicken. I would throw a piece of chicken, throw the pill, throw a piece of chicken. Wouldn't even know. She didn't even know. These pills, they're like, I don't even know. They're like 2 times the size of 6 Cheerios, basically. I don't even know if that was a very good representation, but I have stuck this in food. I have wrapped it up. I have tried smashing it up, and she will not take it unless I literally have to pry open her mouth, shove it down the back of her throat, and then clamp her mouth shut until I know that she swallowed it. I do break it up in tiny pieces because it is really big, but like, if anybody has any ideas on how to get her to take it, please tell me. I'm looking at the comments on Facebook. You guys have been giving great comments, by the way. I seriously appreciate it. But most of these suggest to wrap it in different foods. I've wrapped it in so many foods that she always, always, always eats the food, spits the pill out. She knows. She knows. And so, I don't know. There was somebody that suggested the pill pockets, and I did see that, and I'm going to have to try it. My sister's dog. Those were the only way that we could get him to do it. And then somebody did suggest, open the mouth. put it in the back, clamp it shut. So if anybody has any ideas, I would seriously appreciate it. But wrapping it in food has not helped me so far. If it has to do with chewing, she spits it out. Help! I was watching a TikTok earlier and somebody was just like, I wonder if surgeons are just, doing their surgeries in silence or just quietly talking to somebody. And then I found out that these people have like theme days for playlists. Somebody said that most surgeons have Reggae Friday, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? I love that so much. If I'm getting surgery, I would seriously hope that these guys are at least blasting some good music. But if that's the case, I'm going to have to request the playlist before they put me under because I want to blast that music too. I want to be part of the party. Just, I'm going to be under anesthesia. I'm not actually getting surgery, but like if I actually did get surgery, I want the playlist. If you're going to be blasting music while you're, cutting into me, give me the playlist beforehand. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I've got your heart to heart for today, and I don't know how much I agree with this. So there was a recent study that says 95% of single women say they want to be approached more in public. Allegedly. Let's remember that word. Allegedly. So I definitely feel like that number is a little high. But I mean, the message kind of makes sense. We're kind of all on our phones. We're on dating apps all the time, but we're still hoping for a cute little random real life meet cute. So I feel like this is the deal that we're going to talk about. So if you're going to decide, make the choice to approach somebody, do it respectfully. Don't be weird. A simple, hey, cool shirt or something like that. Something simple but respectful goes a long way instead of a stupid, cheesy pickup line. Those shouldn't exist anymore. But if you want to be approached, okay, make it a little easier, okay? Put your phone down, smile, make eye contact. Give the vibe that you're actually open to conversation. Don't be rude, okay? So, I don't know. Let's bring back real life flirting. I say we just kill the dating apps. Kill them all. Kill the dating apps. Let's bring back real life dating and flirting and all of these things, okay? I'm still probably going to be awkward about it because I'm just an awkward human. But, I feel like if we just start taking these steps, it could get better if we do this together. But yeah, no, I definitely don't think the 95% thing is actually true. Even though people approach, the last time I had somebody approach me, it was super cool. Like it made my whole entire day. But it was a very stressful situation for me. And that's why I'm single. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Yesterday, me and my coworker, Maddie, we did a taste test of the new Red Bull. It's called White Peach. I love the color of the can. Like, the color of the pink is just absolutely fantastic. And I'm not going to lie, the drink itself made it into my top 5 Red Bulls. And my fellow connoisseur, Red Bull connoisseur, Maddie, she thought it was super good, too. We both felt like it was a really good taste of it. My best buddy, he tried it. It made it into his top 2, which honestly was a little bit surprising to me. But yeah, the White Peach Red Bull, I love it. I think it's fantastic. I do think it is missing just one thing. My buddy compared it to the Peach Humex, which I totally agree. Now that he said that, I'm just like, yeah, I could totally taste that. So I just want to try I hope they come out with like a sugar-free version of this one because that would be top tier. Would love that. I'm still waiting on them to come out with a sugar-free version of the Karuba Elderflower. That one is my number 1. I love that one till the day I die. If they ever discontinue that one, I will riot. But yeah, White Peach Red Bull, I love it. I placed it at number 4 in my top 5, I think. I don't know. Me and Maddie are going to do a entire rating system of Red Bull here in like the next week or so. We're going to get all of the Red Bulls that are currently out, and we're just going to start rating everything, and then we'll start adding the new ones as they come. Because we kind of love Red Bull just a little bit too much. Idaho's number 1 hit music channel, Z103. It's Katie Lee. I've got your daily dummy for today. All right. We're just going to preface this story real quick because I have no disrespect for the U.S. Navy, okay? There's no disrespect whatsoever. It's a funny story to me. So we're just going to talk about this, okay? So I'm just going to paint the scene. Maybe you have your cell phone and you accidentally drop it in a lake or you drop it in the toilet. Your expensive phone is now done for, right? It's a painful feeling. Now I want you to imagine dropping a $70 million fighter jet. So last week, the U.S. Navy accidentally let an FA-18 Super Hornet roll off of the USS Harry S. Truman right into the Red Sea. Granted, they were making a sharp turn to dodge some enemy fire, so that's totally valid. Totally valid situation going on right now. But don't they normally have these things tied down for these kinds of situations? Isn't there some kind of protocol that if they have some type of jet on the ship, everything has to be tied down? Anyways, apparently the jet didn't get the memo to hang on when they were turning. No, maybe they didn't turn their blinkers on. Nobody knew. I don't know. But anyways, that thing fell straight off into the Red Sea. One sailor did have minor injuries, but he's totally okay. He's totally fine. But now the jet is an official part of the reef somewhere in the Red Sea. So, like I said, no disrespect to the U.S. Army or the U.S. Navy. Sorry. That's going to get somebody mad. It was a funny story. So that's your Daily Dummy for today. Z103, it's Katie Lee, my friends. I am out of here for the day. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.